Good evening. I'm Megan here at Happily Ever After Schnauzers with Tracy and Alice. We wanted to do a video that would highlight some of our moms. So the first one we're going to do is Alice, who is due in November. So Tracy is going to tell us some of her stories with Alice because I think that'll really let you get a chance to get to know her.
Right. Well, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. My name's Tracy, and I came to Happily Ever After last September, and I met Miss Alice. Miss Alice has the most gorgeous set of double blue eyes that you will ever see in your life, and she is a salt and pepper. And when I came to visit, Miss Alice decided that she was going to be my buddy, and as you can see, she's still my buddy, and we became very, very close. And so Megan asked me back in April, I guess it was, Alice was expecting a litter, and I already had one of Alice's puppies. Prim is my baby, and she is a solid black non-fade with double blue eyes, and she just had her first litter. And so I was so excited to have one of Alice's puppies that I was definitely excited to have Alice at my house and deliver her baby. So Alice stayed with us, and she and I are just buddies. And as many of you know, or maybe not know, I was in a really bad accident back in May, and Miss Alice was with us in the car, and of course I was unconscious, went to the hospital, and Megan and Abby met my husband Tommy at the hospital because Alice was in the crate, was a little shooken up, and she was actually bleeding a little bit, and so we wanted to make sure that her puppies were okay, and so they met us at the hospital and took her back to Happily Ever After, where she stared them down.
Yes.
She was very mad.
From the bassinet all night because she did not understand why she was not with me. And so Megan was on Sunday afternoon after we had come home Sunday morning, very, very early in the morning. Alice was in the house, and one of Megan's friends was over, and she said, "Megan, is that pregnant dog supposed to be running down the road?" And Miss Alice actually decided to do a homeward bound journey. And she was headed to my house at very, very pregnant, just waddling down the road. And so Megan went running after her, caught her. And so, of course, we had Miss Alice come to our house, and we placed her on my lap, a very sore and very tender lap. But she was so glad to see us and that we were okay. And she immediately started eating and let us check her out. And we found out that she had actually lost a toenail in the wreck, which could have been pretty bad because they can bleed to death from that. So we were glad that she was all okay, and then 3 or 4 days later she delivered a gorgeous litter, and she is my little buddy, and you could not ask for a more timid and more sweet-tempered puppy in the wide world. She's she's my buddy. So we love Miss Alice, and she's one of our HEA moms. We love her, and she always throws the most gorgeous puppies, and we always, of course, those who wait for Miss Alice always want to know, are they going to have double blue eyes? And we have a lot of questions about that, but most of the time we have to wait until at least the 2nd or 3rd week to see if they have blue eyes, and sometimes even a little bit later, depending on the color of the dog. So sometimes when you're on her wait list and you're expecting blue eyes, you just kind of have to wait on her. That's right. So as you can see, she's still my buddy, even after all this, and we just love Miss Alice.
Yes, she is so sweet. And that's something that we see with a lot of Schnauzers, is they get very close to their family. And for Alice, the last time that she saw Tracy with the wreck, Tracy was unconscious and then was in a lot of pain and moaning and that kind of thing, and so she was very, very upset. And we've seen that with other dogs when different family members are sick or people have cancer and things like that. They're very, very worried about that person, and that's part of what we really love about this breed, is how strongly they bond to you. If I opened up Alice's crate and all of us were standing in a line calling to her, she would always go to Tracy first. That's her person. It doesn't matter. Hence why she tried to run away to make sure that Tracy was okay. And it was pretty amazing to watch when I got in there and I brought Alice out and we set her on Tracy's lap, you could just see her completely relax.
Right.
She had to sniff all over Tracy and just, you know, be all up in her face, make sure she was okay, and then you just saw her just completely relax. And it's a pretty neat bond to have that with a dog, to get to feel loved like that. I think we all like that.
Yep. They are true companions, and little buddies. And, you know, for us as an empty nester, when we came to HEA last September, we were really excited about getting our first Schnauzer. And of course, we joke because Schnauzers are kind of like potato chips. Can't have just one. You got to have more than one. So now, as part of HEA, I have a total of 6, and so we are excited to have puppies that we partner with HEA and have our puppies here, and we enjoy playing with all of our puppies. But Miss Alice will always have a special bond.
Some of the chickens are out.
Yeah.
She's a little worried about it. I think they
worried
ran
about
into the
those
woods.
chickens.
She's worried about what are
Yeah.
the chickens doing? You got to protect us from the killer chickens.
That's right.
Yeah, and I guess, wait, you got Prim, and it was, what, 4 weeks later before Tommy had his own?
Yes.
Because then he had Rue.
Yes.
Because you got a black one, and that's our joke, is that it seems like all the women want white or black, and all the men want liver and every now and then a salt and pepper.
Right.
So it's very funny.
Yeah.
But she had her solid black Prim, and then 6 weeks later, Rue was born, and she was solid liver, and that was Tommy's baby.
Yep.
So each had your own, and it just
That's
kind of
right.
grew from there.
Yeah.
So she is due, I wanna say,
November the 11th, same date that she was due with Prim, actually.
Veterans
So,
Day.
Right. So we I remember getting updates. It was so exciting the first because I had never really been involved in this before, and so I would text Megan and Abby frequently to ask how Miss Alice was doing, and I would get pictures of her, and we would come out and visit and see and so I remember very vividly getting the text message. We were in church, and that Alice was having her babies, and little did I know that Alice usually had males, and it was it was a God thing, because she had the first puppy was a solid black girl, and she also had double blue eyes, which we were very excited about. We weren't expecting that, but that was just a plus. So
And that was the only girl in the litter.
the only girl in the litter, and we just we were so excited about that, and she has grown to be a gorgeous, sweet little girl, and she just had her first little litter of 2 little boys, and one of which is still available through HEA. So we would love
So if
to.
you're looking for a solid black non-fading male, please let us know.
Absolutely. But this is Miss Alice, and we are definitely taking first look deposits for her litter. Anybody that's interested, just message us through Facebook, and we'll be glad to get you on the list for her litter.
Yes, and we look forward to doing some more videos in the near future of different moms. If there's any mom that you would really like us to do a spotlight feature on, that you'd like to get to know a little better, then please send us a message and let us know, or comment below on the video and let us know what moms you would like us to feature next. Have a good evening, and we look forward to touching base with you again soon.